Tubians, hello and welcome on in today. We are back with more Power Wash DLC. I'm still working through this game. God, there is so much DLC. I wish I would have discovered this game earlier. Apparently, I have 3.3 days worth of game time in this game. That's a lot of game time. So, but yeah. Just more DLC. For the part of this VOD, I might have my Fugi on for a little bit because I need to eat and I don't want to eat on camera. Because I'm gonna be like munching. And then I also just kind of want to sit down because my feetsies hurt because I'm old and washed. But hopefully you guys are doing well. Go check out the Pokemon Stadium VOD. I thought it was a good one this week. We had some really good runs, some solid teams. Thank you once again to those of you that come watch that week after week. You guys are insane. Be sure to go drop a follow over on Twitch. We're approaching 1,000 followers, so we greatly appreciate that. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Go follow me on TikTok too. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and I'll see you guys in a second. Yeah, Friday off. It's hype. I will be working Friday for about just over 5.5 hours. Game says it. Pay up, chat. True. Jet is now cropped off. What do you mean? Sorry, chat. 1 second. Why am I cropped off? Why? What'd I do? At your avatar? Oh, I see. I can raise him a little bit. There we go. I might have just bumped my mouse and moved it on accident. Yeah, I just want to eat and sit down, so it's part of the reason why we're just fooging it for a little bit. Me, good mod? You are. I am very excited to play Peak this Sunday. It is going to be a long day, though, because starting stream super early, doing Peak for 3 hours, and then immediately throwing myself into Pokemon Stadium. I got money today, me rich. I can only afford to eat more than bread again. Nice. I missed it. How did Halo go? Halo went great, honestly. Me and Koala had a great time. Several good clips from that stream that I'll have to edit. But the VOD is up if you wanted to watch it. I actually really recommend it. It was really neat to like just watch him kind of like experience the game for the first time. And then just like me obviously knowing everything and then like educating him on some stuff as we go through. It was a good time. Had a lot of fun. I'm super excited to do more once we can get to it. He wanted to go in release date order. I let him pick. So we started with CE, and then we're gonna move to 2, then 3, and then be 3 ODST, and then Reach. If we could get Halo 5 to work on PC somehow, we'll probably do Halo 4 and 5, but there's no guarantees. and then we'll do Infinite. Yeah, I reached out to Koala because I know because I was in a collab with Koala first about that about him and Mallory playing Peak, but he hasn't gotten back to me yet, so it's gonna be kind of like whoever is first to reply. So and then I reached out to somebody else to see if they want to play, and then I'll probably reach out to Huggle today. So I'm just kind of reaching out to a bunch of people and just seeing whoever replies first. Infinite's the only Halo I did not play. If you don't care for multiplayer, I recommend playing the story at least. It's a very good story. I know a lot of people are probably turned off from like the open worldness, but I actually really enjoyed it. And they eventually added the ability to replay missions, so you don't have to like worry about like going through the whole campaign again and shit. But I recommend playing Infinite. It's got a very good grounded story. It's a good reboot. And I'm excited to see kind of where they take the franchise. Yeah, I'll reach out to Huggle today. Because I'm still trying to get the group together. Because like I said, this Sunday's peak session will just be with streamers. And then if the mods want to do one, we'll do something with the mods eventually. How's everybody's Monday? Or how was everybody's Monday? Everybody have a good time? A good day? It's way too hot for me. It's fucked up. It's relatively warm here. It's supposed to rain like all this week and also be like in the mid to like high 80s, some low 80s, but like fuck humidity. God damn it. But it's okay. It was a long boring day. I feel that. Yeah, that's what it is about here right now. It's supposed to be anywhere between 80, like low 80, and then like high of like 88, I think. More often than not, but it's also, like I said, supposed to rain like in the middle of the day or like throughout the course of the day or like at night, so it's gonna be humid. Which makes it 1,000 times worse. Yeah, that's just humidity. I don't hate humidity. I think I hate humidity whenever you are just kind of stuck outside. Like if you don't have anywhere to go, like temporarily. Because I can withstand humidity more often than not. I don't know what sultry means. I'm assuming that's like poultry, and it's like a chicken. Lots of Dune, Night Moon? Dude, you be on that game. But apparently it's pretty good from what I've heard, so. Because it's like one of those build-based survival games or whatever. Muggy, okay. Yeah, you got to remember that I'm not gonna remember what that means, so you'll have to remind me. It is mix of PvE and PvP. Yeah, I thought so. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It seems like this year is pretty good for games. Like, we haven't had any... I know there's been a couple game releases that have been obviously, like, not great, but, like, I don't feel like we've had anything that's, like, been, like, super, super awful, you know, this year. And I think it helps that we've had a lot of indie games come out that are doing really well, like Peak. I haven't heard anything about Mario Kart. I've seen gameplay. Obviously, I've watched gameplay, but I haven't heard anything bad about Mario Kart. I know some people are upset, like, about, like, some of the tracks, but, like, I don't care about that, honestly. I'm just there to race and to fucking want to kill my friends when they hit me with, like, a shell or some shit. Like, I don't care about the online and them being like, oh, we're gonna make it to where you have to do these tracks or whatever. I don't care. They killed the online mode? How? Explain. Oops. Because I feel like people may be being dramatic about that. About, like, they killed the online mode and things like that. I'm not saying you specifically, but... Oh, that doesn't kill the online mode. That just makes it so... Yeah, probability of this and made it so it's 80% of the time it picks a random intermission track. So I think that probability, honestly... Once again, I don't know if that's, like, the actual probability percentage. If it is, cool. I don't think the probability percentage for an intermission track should be that high. I think it honestly should just randomly pick a track. Like, if there's X amount of tracks, it should just randomly pick a track based on, like... If there's 10 tracks, there's a 10% chance it's going to choose whatever track, you know, or whatever. It should just have a pool, but once again, I don't know for certain. I don't think that ruins the online mode. I know a lot of people don't like the intermission tracks all that much, but your probability percentage whenever you pick random shouldn't be overwhelmingly it's picking a certain track, honestly, or a certain type of track. I mean, you could play with your friends online, or you could just play the game by yourself. I mean, I'm sure they'll change that. I don't foresee them sticking with that because that probability is way too high. You got to remember, the game is also fairly new. They are working on things and just kind of ironing out the kinks. So, I don't think it's killed the online mode, really. I think it's just not what people want, which is fair. But at the same time, do I agree with that probability? No, I do not. Absolutely not. If you pick random, it should be truly random. There shouldn't be a skewed percentage that it's going to choose a certain type of track or a certain track more often than not. It should be totally random based on the amount of tracks you have. So if you pick random, it should be random. It should be like, okay, once again, going back to my example, if there's 10 tracks, let's say 5 of them are intermission, 5 or 3 lap, and you pick random, it should more or less be a 50-50% chance that it might land on that because there's 5 intermission tracks. And then once again, if you skew that 6 intermission, whatever, so. I don't agree with the system, but I also don't agree with the other system where people were picking random just to get 3 lap tracks. Because as far as I've seen from the intermission tracks, they're just kind of like straightaways. I don't think, like, from what I've seen, they're like not the most entertaining tracks, obviously. But like, you're just racing, you know? And I'm sure over time, if they release more tracks, which I'm sure they will, the tracks will probably get better. Or maybe they'll even update the tracks. But it's also Nintendo, so who knows? I'm not being like a Nintendo apologist or anything like that. I think Nintendo has plenty of things wrong with them, but I do think that that's kind of a non-issue, I think eventually that'll kind of get itself worked out. It'll just be a back and forth until there's like a happy medium. Because once again, you shouldn't be playing only one type of thing, especially in a multiplayer mode for a game. Because there are probably people out there that do like the intermission tracks. As insane as that sounds. So like I said, I know a lot of, I feel there's a majority of people that do not like the intermission tracks. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, that one's done. This is going to be a bitch and a half to clean, isn't it? Any other gaming news recently, chat? Anything that's been announced that I may have missed? I will say, apparently the character select screen on Mario Kart World is, like, terrible. But I haven't experienced it yet. I've seen it, and I'm like, oh, this doesn't look terrible. But seeing something and being like, oh, this doesn't look as bad, and then experiencing it is obviously different. There are a few rumors for a new AC next year, like Assassin's Creed. That wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Ubisoft doesn't make anything else but Assassin's Creed and then Rainbow Six content. Switch to blocking flashcards from working? What do you mean flashcards? Oh, Animal Crossing. I can see a new Animal Crossing. Especially with the Switch too. I love a new Animal Crossing, to be honest. I remember playing it on, what was it, the GameCube a long time ago, and I never really got into it past that. Like, it's a fun game, and I like it, but not really something I would play, like, I guess on stream. I'd probably play it more offline than anything else. Which, if I remember correctly, I do own the Animal Crossing for the Switch. I got it as a gift, and I've played it a little bit, but I just haven't had the chance to really sit down and invest more time. This is my least favorite animal. What was? Oh, whoops. E. Oh, I see. New Horizons? Okay. That one is not clean. Fuck. Oh, I see now. There we go. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird, but like, I try not to nitpick games, really. I'm just like, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. I had a good time. Oops, I accidentally wound up my favorite store. Took a wrong exit. Could have happened to anybody. Oh, no. What's your favorite store, Amara? Okay. One second, I'll read that. I'm just getting this trim. Giant Japanese grocery store? You know what? That's fair. They typically have better prices on their groceries, too, honestly. I love going to our local Oriental store, I believe is the appropriate, like, verbiage or vocabulary, whatever you want to call it. I am not going to say that because I'll probably accidentally say a slur. So, that word with books in it. Ooh. Do they have Monsters, Inc. Erotica in there? Because if they don't have Monsters, Inc. Erotica, I don't want to go. Which I still need to read a chapter of that. I love a good, nice, sexy monster story too, right? Why is this only 80%, but I've done most of this? What am I missing here? There's no way this accounts for 20% of this, but I guess we'll see. Oops. Chad, if it wasn't for the fact that I work at Starbucks, I'd probably go in Starbucks more often and just sit there and just, like, maybe read, but we really don't have any other local coffee shops, honestly. I can always go read at the library, but the library also smells old, so... Maybe I should just start reading in bed before as I'm going, before I go to sleep. I should just, like, take 30 minutes and read. Also, by the way, chat, depending on how long this next level is and, like, the time that we're at, we may, if I can get the next level after this done, and then if the next level after that's, like, pretty short, and then maybe we do 50% of that level, I'll wrap this up a little early. Because I wasn't going to go to the gym today, because I wanted to take a rest day, but I might go anyways just to walk on the treadmill a bit. PNG? We are PNGing it today. We haven't had any audio issues, so I think I fixed it, but we'll fucking see. OBS is being OBS. Better idea, walk to the gym? Absolutely not, considering it's supposed to storm. Oh, you know what? Maybe I won't go to the gym because it is supposed to storm tonight. Chat, scratch that idea. I will just stay home and edit instead. I need to get one of those little treadmills that I can put underneath my desk. And then I can roll around. So this way, whenever I'm, like, editing, I could just set it to, like, a slow walk or a slow pace. You don't even have a standing desk? I mean, they're useful anywhere. You could put it where, while you're doing dishes. Or if you've got, like, decent-sized countertops, you could put your laundry on top of your counter and just fold your laundry there and then put it there. And walk. I walked about 5,000 steps today while at work. Oh, can I, like, just directly climb up this? Oh, kind of. Hold on. Oh, hey. I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to do that, but sure. Laundry takes like 3 minutes to fold. I mean, I guess it depends on how you have your laundry. Because, I mean, it doesn't take me forever to fold, but 3 minutes worth of walking is still 3 minutes. You'd be surprised the amount of steps you could take in 3 minutes. Oh. Oops. What the fuck? What area of this is am I missing? Is it just this? Yeah, just that. Infinite water supply from? Oh, I have this, the water. What you guys don't see is I have the water line hooked directly to my penis. And, this is all just piss. I drank a lot of water today. Can you please name it Jetson? Probably not. And 2, I don't plan on dating, so the probability of a third kid is very unlikely, as well as, unless I somehow manage to, like, just, what is it, mitosis? Do that, so. I wanted a third kiddo for a little bit, but I'm kind of just more rather focused on content creation and building my career and trying to make this a full-time gig, so that really doesn't leave room for a lot of other things, honestly. Sorry, 1 second. It would be funny, but you also have to remember that naming a child just isn't my job. It would require the woman's permission as well. And I don't think she'd go for that, just for the bit. What do you... Why are you write? Why do we keep writing fan fiction in my chat? It's funny, but, like, why? What prompts this? Way sat him down on the desk. She took her suit jacket and threw it on a chair in the corner, undid her tie. Ever since they met in the biodiversity reference section. That's how you know she's your type? I mean, you're right, but, like... Once again, because I know I've touched on this briefly, with how much I work and then, like, just the amount of, like, streaming and other things I do, there is literally no time for dating. And finding, believe it or not, because I've been on a few dates while kind of, like, streaming and the content creation and whatnot, and the amount of people that don't understand that I don't have as much time just don't get it. Even just talking to people, when I would talk to people, like, when I did have dating apps, and I would talk to people about it, and they'd be like, I don't get it. How do you not have that much time? You literally just play games. And then I try to explain, and they're like, I don't get it. I'm just like, okay, whatever. I don't care. Oh, you know what? That's fair. Chat, what kind of monster would you smash? Like, we're talking, like, D&D, like, Baldur's Gate monster. Which one are you picking? Damn, Jet, how large is your bladder? Dude, I've been training for 32 years for this exact moment. For this game. I would smash you? I'm not a monster. What do you mean? Where are my kiddos? They're with my mom at the moment. And even if they were with me, you guys don't see them on stream that often. I do not ever plan on, like, having my kids on stream all that often. I'm gonna have to, like... It's interesting that I could just straight up climb this. Yeah, I could just straight up climb this wall. Okay, there we go. What about when they're teenagers and could stream themselves? Maybe. But that will be up to them. And even then, there will be restrictions and shit like that. I don't want them to go into life thinking that they could just... Like this, if, like, say, for instance, I'm a full-time content creator. God hoping. And, you know, they're teenagers and they see me being full-time content creator. I don't want them going into it thinking that they're going to just be able to use my level of success to achieve the same success. They're going to have to make their own way. I don't want things just handed to them. They're going to have to learn what works, what doesn't, what type of content they want to create. And school is very important. I want them, because they could always fall out of love with streaming, or they could always just not like streaming to begin with, or they could, you know, take up streaming, but then they're young adults, and then they're like, oh, I don't want to stream anymore. But then they don't have any real-world practical skills, so it's going to be like, you're going to have a backup plan, you know? Jed has been corrupted by the PNGs. Repent. Oh, just wait until I add some absolute warlocks to my my PNG. Yeah, I mean, they'll still be able to stream with me, but I don't want them to think, like, say, for instance, if I'm a very successful content creator, I don't want them to think that they're just going to gain a massive following because their dad is a successful content creator. It's like, no, you've got to work at it, you know? It's not because I want things to be hard on them, is I want them to understand what it's like to start from the bottom. They need that connection of, like, and they need that connection of what it actually takes. So this way it's not just handed to them, so they can appreciate what they have. And then, hi Vegito, by the way. And then, even then, it's, I forgot what I was going to say, but more or less it's just that them appreciating what they have. Unless they have massive foreheads, too. I don't think either of the kids inherited my forehead, thank God. Vegito, how are you? Welcome on in today. You guys can tell when I get impatient with, like, the slow moving of the washer, because then I just start spamming it like this. I just start moving it around all fast. I feel like this is faster than going slow, honestly. 'Cause then I could just kind of whip it back and forth real quick. One second, chat. Oh, boy. Chat, thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. I've been kind of in a rut lately. I think I've been in a rut for a while and I just haven't noticed until recently. But I appreciate you guys coming to hang out in the streams. Even if you're just lurking and I'm just kind of yapping to myself. I really do hope that I can be a full-time content creator and this is my work. You know, and I can stream longer and, you know, put out content more frequently, do different types of content. It's always fun to chill and hang. Yeah, I do my best. I've had a lot of people come and go, and you know, it's sometimes like even those people that haven't been in here a while, they return and they hang out for a bit and then they go again. You know, and I understand life happens. You know, I'm not mad at them for it. You guys get to choose to do with your time, and the fact that you guys choose to give me your time is incredible, honestly. You definitely can be. I'm definitely trying. I'm really hoping. Chad, I missed a couple little things. We've come back because we love you. Well, I appreciate it. I really do. I think something I need to do more of is more collabs. Kind of expose myself to different communities and whatnot. Oh, it's the door frame. Oh, I see. Is it going to be on top of the door frame? Okay. Pedestal door frame, pedestal door handle. Okay, well, there's the door handle. We are almost done with this one, chat. Okay. Pedestal door frame. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Railing poles. I check each one of these poles now. Railing pole, railing pole. Bump. Oh, is this one? It is this one. There we go. Easy, chat. Clean the solar station. All right. Has your bladder been empty? Nah. I just downed a bunch more water. Chat, would you guys like to see fitness content? Fitness content, dick in your mouth. No, anyways. Thrust Industries? What do you mean Thrust Industries? Oh, I see it now. Never mind. That's the name of my OnlyFans account, Thrust Industries. Don't tell anybody. Oh, let me do this 15-degree nozzle. There we go. It's gonna be better. Oh, I don't know. I didn't point it out on the thing. I'll be sure to edit it tonight. Friday stream, because I'm off Wednesday, Thursday. Friday stream won't start until about 6 p.m. I think it's just spray paint and sim, so we should be fine there, tech issues permitting, honestly. Which we haven't had any issues so far. My audio hasn't gotten crunchy or anything, so maybe I fixed the issue. So we get a Wednesday and Thursday stream? No, I'm off Wednesday, Thursday. I am off Wednesday, Thursday of this week. Wednesday, I might stream. I might, like, do a small stream, depending on what I want to do. Maybe I'll do some Emerald Road, because I haven't played in a while. But, or if you guys are interested in seeing it, maybe I'll do, like, another cleaning stream. Where I just kind of go around my house and, like, do some cleaning and whatnot. We fucking for real right now? I'm missing, like, a specific part of this. There it is. Love Emerald Road? Yeah. Maybe we do a cleaning stream or, like, I do a video editing stream. Where I kind of, like, just edit some clips and whatnot. You guys can see how that process goes. For those that are interested. Do I have a different nozzle? Oh, I do have this nozzle. Oh, thank God. This is going to be game changer right here. Could we go to Taco Bell again? Maybe. I don't have money for Taco Bell, so maybe we could just go for a ride around on the motorcycle. I'll tell you what. We'll do a monthly sub goal. 25 subs every month. If we get gifted 25. And I will do a motorcycle stream. Or I'll do a motorcycle ride on stream. Where we just kind of go around and we cruise around and whatnot. Literally, it's just going to be cruising around. I will start the stream from my phone, like from a parking lot. And we'll just cruise around. Maybe I'll go out of town a little bit. I won't go too far because I've got to still, like, do some testing and see where, like, some of the dead spots are. So this way I don't, like, lose connection. So. But we could do that. How much is Taco Bell just for me? It'd be like 10 bucks. But I'm also, like, being very careful with my money right now. Make sure to bring a backup battery pack. I have a USB charger for my phone if I need it. For that's attached to my motorcycle, so I don't have to worry about that. That's what, 2 subs? Yeah, about. Because I only get 50% of sub revenue. But you gotta remember, I don't get the money instantly. And like I said, we'll do a monthly sub goal where it's a motorcycle stream. 20, we'll do 20 subs or something like that. I think I said 25, but we could do 20. The only reason I said 25 is because then that's also a card giveaway. So it's kind of like a double whammy. You guys get 2 things. By the way, we're at 8% on this level already, which is kind of insane. Don't mention that in front of Explorer. She will single-handedly fund more. In front of who? Oh, I see. You mean Explorer who stopped in on the stream. No, I won't. I always reiterate that, like, any gifted subs, tips, or anything like that, it's always appreciated. It's never required. It's on me to make my content enjoyable enough that people want to gift subs or cheer bits or whatever, so I will never make you try to, I will never try to make you guys feel guilty about things like that. It's part of the reason why I don't, because, like, for instance, I've struggled financially before, but you guys have never known about it, and I probably would never tell you about it, honestly, but I'm not going to say, like, any specific instance, and I've always managed to just kind of figure shit out. But it's always been an idea that I've floated of, like, hey, asking you guys, like, I do a dono goal, and, like, you know, you guys donate, and then obviously you guys get something out of it, whatever that may be, and, you know, that helps me financially. But I don't like taking it, that feels like taking advantage of my community and you guys, because it's not on you guys to make sure that I am financially okay. That's not your guys' job in any way, shape, or form. It is on me to make sure that I pay my bills, or I'm able to pay my bills and things like that. And, like, yes, I eventually want to be a full-time content creator, so, you know, obviously getting to the point where, like, ad revenue, subs, and all that is paying my bills, but I don't like asking specifically of, like, hey, I'm struggling this month, so if you guys could donate and give me some of your money so I'm good and nut, I'd appreciate that. That just feels like I'm taking advantage, you know? Nut. Hi, gamer. How are you? Oh, you know what? Is it? Yeah, it's the top. Yeah, I'll put something in Discord, and then maybe we can make a little, I don't know, a little thing that, like, we have a command that says, like, monthly sub goals or whatever. Or I could put something on the screen that appears. Good, and you? I'm doing well, gamer. What are you up to? How's life been for you? How's the gamer life been? Do you get it? You get it? Because your name, and I'm asking about your life. Do you get it? I'm so sorry. Good? That nozzle just saved is so long? What do you mean? I'm dyslexic. It just saved us so long. Yeah, this is a fantastic nozzle, honestly. It's very, very good for single player because I could just do this. Huh. Dude, you piss a lot? I know, man. It's all the water I drink. I'll take that as a compliment. For real, though, I do drink a lot of water. Speaking of water, I probably should grab mine. Also, I left my water, one of my water bottles at the gym, which is super sad. I'm pretty sure they just put it to the side because they know it's mine, but... I probably should ask them if I could leave my tennis shoes there, and they just put them underneath the desk counter, or the desk. So this way I don't have to worry about wearing those specific shoes to, like, work. I can wear my comfier boots. And then whenever I go there, I could just change. But we'll see. Speaking of water, yeah, I see the hail hydrate. Give me 1 second. Let me finish this solar panel and then I'll go grab some water. I gotta do dishes tonight. That's what I'll end up doing if I like power through these next 2 levels pretty quickly. We'll wrap up stream and then I'll go do dishes and some other stuff. Some other cleaning, because I got laundry to put away too. Alright, 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back, and I'll probably sit for like another 30 minutes. It's already 6:30. That's insane. All right. I have water. I'm taking a drink now. Gumba, you know who you could talk to about getting Peak? If he might want to play one night, is Shad. Shad Movie might own it as well. Lost might pick it up. I know Crow right now had to pay for some plumbing stuff, so Crow's probably a little bit tighter on funds, which is understandably so, because, you know, I'd rather, you know, anybody would probably rather fix the plumbing in their home than, you know, buy a video game. So this way, you know, their house isn't flooded or whatever. You need a way to emulate it on a MacBook? I don't know what to tell you. Once again, you could probably have it to where you could dual boot Windows and Mac OS. There's a way to do that on Macs. People do it all the time to where they can turn off their Mac and then it'll boot Windows. But I don't know how to do that, so... One second, chat. Sorry. Also, the internet's great to find a lot of information if you don't know how to do something. It's how I learned how to build computers. Honestly. Watched a couple tutorials online, did some reading, and I'm like, oh, cool. Now I know how to do this. And now I can pretty much do it from memory. Granted, there's some spots that I still struggle on, but once again, the internet's there. By the way, Crow, I know Ghouly's probably not here right now. But are you still in chat? Yes. Keep an eye on that group DM from you and Ghouly. I will be looking at times for Tuesday. It might be Wednesday that I might have to call you guys because I remember that I'm streaming on Tuesday. And I don't think I'll have time before stream to call you guys, so... to go over more of the social media stuff and get stuff set up and whatnot. So this way you guys can start the postings. Because I really want to get that started because I feel like that'll help my reach and whatnot. Yeah, because I realized if I stream on Tuesday... then I'd be calling you guys super late, and I know you're 2 hours ahead of me. And Ghouly's an hour. And that's also on a work night. Is there a specific part of this arm that I'm missing? Oh, I see. What part of this am I missing here? There it is. I'll make either time work. I'll let you know. I'm trying to get better about it. I have, worked through a lot of stuff in the last like week that's kind of cleared up my mind and whatnot. That's kind of been like keeping me down and in my rut. So hopefully I don't have to worry as much anymore. Because I really want the back half of this year, the last like 5-6 months, where like content's getting consistently posted and, you know, there's a more engagement on all the platforms. Things are consistently growing and whatnot. There's traffic going to everywhere. The coin tower is building. Oh, are you playing one of those coin games like we've played before, Lost? At the arcade? Is that what you're talking about? I love those things. Okay. There we go. Oh, I didn't even see all this down here. This is going to be fucking annoying. You know what? Maybe I should clean this first. Because then I don't have to worry about it later. I don't have to try to come back around to it. Also, chat, keep an eye out. There will be a message in Discord tomorrow, so you guys will have probably a few extra pings this week, because crowd control stuff is going to be changing. And then I finally figured out how I'm going to stream the Nuzlocke for that. Not like the redeems. I'm still working on like how I'm going to do the redeems and everything. But I think we're only going to do one stream a month once I start it of that. So there will be a specific day every month that I do the Nuzlocke. And I think that'll just prevent burnout for myself on it. So this way I'm not like doing it week after week and I'm just like, man, this is rough. So, what am I looking for here? Sorry, chat. Hey, what's up, Fitz? How are you, man? Welcome on in today. I'm a little foogie guy right now, cause I was eating earlier and I'm sitting down, so I was like, I want to be a little foogie today, a little PNG boy. How's your day? How's your Monday been, Fitz? I'm assuming it's Monday for you. I don't know what part of the world you're in. I didn't know you had one of those. Yeah, this isn't like a custom drawn one, like to look like me, obviously. It's just one that a friend found online and gifted me, because I really didn't have a Fugi beforehand, so they gifted this to me, and it's just one that I've had for a while. I've used it a few times on stream, mainly during like power wash videos or like whenever I don't want to have my webcam on, so it's not very often I use it, but it is here. I'm Californian, so it's Monday. Aw, dude, isn't California just like a lawless land right now? With your guys' insurrection or whatever the fuck they're fucking claiming. I don't fucking know. Fucking people are wild. Anyways, how is it over there, man? How's the weather currently? Oh, there it is. There they. It is bad, man. I know it's taboo to talk politics. Just say I'm Hispanic and it's not looking good, bro. As for the weather, I think it's a few degrees lower than in hell right now. Yeah, I know shit's kind of wild right now. We won't get into top politics too bad, but like I've even seen, there's even been if I remember correctly, I've even seen a couple ICE raids here. Fuck those guys. That's all I'll say. I won't. Well, that's all we'll touch on the topic. I'm not talking about it anymore. You still eating? A little bit. I just haven't turned back on my camera yet. Part of this am I missing again? I mean, hi. Okay. Hi. Oh, I see. Please. There we go. Jesus fucking Christ. Cleaning these support arms is a pain in the ass. It's part of the reason why I'm doing it now. So this way I don't have to go back and do it. Okay. Or you just like have a pain in the ass, could be both. Sorry, was checking something. I call this a yes. I have no idea what that means. That's a long silence after my statement. I addressed your statement. Yeah, people are not supposed to be scared. A game like Minecraft, but this one's different. Really creepy. Oh, you'll have to, if you're, I'm pretty sure you're in Discord. If you're in Discord, you can drop a link to where to download the mod. Because I do want to check out more Minecraft mods. I still have plenty of Minecraft I need to stream. Honestly. Wow, we've already gotten 39% of this level done. It's really good. Good night, later, Jet. Oh, fuck you. All right, good night, deleted. Have a good night. Appreciate you hanging out for a little bit. Do that. If you ever want to mess around in my realm, Jet, it's yours to play with, bro. I'll give you full access as mod. Maybe. I just, so I've explained it before, but I'm just, like, I'm a fan of Minecraft, but I'm not, like, the biggest fan of it. I go through my phases where I'm like, I want to play Minecraft, and then I'm like, I hate this game. I don't ever want to fucking touch it again. It's the most boring shit of all time. So. Yeah, of course, man. We have a community realm. Which, we need to put back an access code up for. I don't know if Movie ever did that. Because we had somebody that, I guess, like, invited a bunch of people, and they went in and messed with the server or whatever or something. I don't fucking know. I don't hate, once again, I don't hate Minecraft. I just go through my moments where I'm like, I want to play this, and then I do something, and then I'm just like, I don't want to play this again. At least not for a while. Nope, totally forgot. Nah, you're good, man. Hi, Movie, how are you? You never sent me your mini god pack, you fuck. You edged me, and then blue-balled me, you son of a bitch. Yeah, if you want to go to the Minecraft channel and put up a new code and whatnot for it, so this way people are able to rejoin. Because I know Amra was usually on the server pretty, or like here and there, so. If you could do that, I'd appreciate it, sir. Nah, you're good, man. Take your time. The Pokemon... Oh, the Pokemon cards. Yeah, you were like, hey, I got a mini god pack or whatever, or a pseudo god pack or whatever. I was like, oh, cool. I don't know if you're lying to me or not. And then you're like, I'm not kidding. I'm sleeving them right now. And I was like, all right, he'll send a follow-up message and show me. And then you just didn't. And I was like, oh, okay, well. I guess he died. Like, he came so hard from the fact that he got a god pack, he died. Grief on Minecraft is crazy, so I get what you mean. Yeah, people are weird. I've never understood griefers and people that, like, go into people's, like, worlds and shit like that and mess with shit. You know what? We're gonna do it like this, actually. Nah, if I got a full God pack, I would have died. Oh, while you were dying, just make sure you write in your will that the cards go to me. Please and thank you. The fact that I got a double EV2 is wild. I'm hoping I get something good out of all the packs that I have. Bro, if I could at least get, like, if I could get 2 Umbreons and then get one of them graded, it'd be so over. Especially if it's a 10. The money would be amazing. I think that's the only time I'd grade a card is if it's going to be worth, like, thousands upon thousands of dollars. Because otherwise, I think grading is just kind of a scam, honestly. Like, yeah, it's cool, but, like, eh. Unless you're grading just specifically for your purpose for your collection, grading to resell just doesn't seem worth it. And buy binder copies, that's fair. Sorry. Sylveon 10 is 900, I think. That's pretty good. Honestly. So you could buy several evolutions for the binder, yeah. I think, what, isn't it Umbreon 10 is still going for like 5K or something like that? Or like, I think it's going for like a 1,500 and then PSA 10 is like 5K, I think. I haven't looked in a while, so I don't know. Oh, did it drop? Okay. 990 for raw, 2.5 for a 10. That's still not bad. I have a feeling it'll go back up. And I think the reason it's gone down is just because the amount of reprints that have been coming out. I have a feeling once the set is like officially out of print is when it'll skyrocket again. Kind of like Moonbreon did. From Evolving Cries. It will, like Bubble Mew, yeah. Lost has the Bubble Mew. All that cleaning and one gust of wind in the surrounding land is going to be on top of it. True. But you know what? Hey, I get paid. God, I wish I could take the amount of money I have in this game and transfer it to real money. Even just half. Even just half of this money would be amazing. True, yeah. Half of this money, honestly, would almost pay off my car. The remaining balance I have on my car. $7,500 would leave me with like maybe 1,500 left. If I didn't have a car payment, God, I'd have so much more money. Honestly. My last paycheck was a bit more than I think. A bit more than that than I think. What, 7,500? That's pretty good, movie. But granted, I know where you live, so maybe not. I don't know what your financial situation's like. I'm not going to ask you either. At least not to reveal it on stream. I'm going to be honest with you, chat. I think it's weird that it's taboo in America to talk about your finances. Oh, 1,500? Was that like for the month or for like a pay period, like 2 weeks? Are they hiring? Also, I know Movie's job. It's on Movie if he wants to reveal it. I won't. Movie's job is a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work. 15,000? Okay. Is that for the month, though? I'd sell my cheeks for that. Dude, chat, what if I just started an OnlyFans? I'm in better shape now. I have a little bit of a dad bod, like a dad pudge, but... if I ever started an OnlyFans, chat, I'm not telling you guys about it. Never telling you guys about it. Absolutely the fuck not. If you flex, you will be an OnlyFans millionaire. I don't think I'm that good looking. I will admit, I think I am in the best shape since like high school. But like, I don't think I'm that good looking. Why pay when I get it for free already? What? But was retro for not paying me? Oh, I see. Oh, I get what both the things you mean. Sir, I don't send you things like that in the DMs, please. Don't give chat any ideas. They have enough ideas. Without you guys egging them on. You know, the fact that I've done 57% of this is kind of insane. I would say we stream for about another hour here, chat. Maybe hour and a half at most. And then we wrap up. I don't know if people prefer, like, super long VODs or if, I know a lot of people, whenever it comes to, like, the story games, prefer, like, one big long VOD. But I don't know if, like, Power Wash, if it's like, oh, the shorter ones are nicer or the longer ones are nicer. I guess that's a question I can ask YouTube. Also, I may stand here for a little bit here in a second. Did I turn off my backpack? I don't think I did. It's fine. I'm gonna charge it tonight. Once you get it, chat, it will be in front row with our popcorn drinks so fast. Do this. Chat, maybe I don't do face cam tonight. I just sit down, relax. You guys get the Fugi the whole time. Which I don't know if you guys care or not. Movie, how you been, by the way? What have you been up to? What the fuck did I miss? I was getting dinner? Not a whole lot. We just been yapping. Yapping, and we're just still on this level. We're 62% of the way done, so we might be able to finish this level tonight. Usually I wouldn't upload such a short power wash VOD. I'd like them to be a minimum of 4 hours, but... I think we'll be fine with a short one. Especially because this rounds out this part of the DLC, if I finish this level. We could be VIP access as chat members? Absolutely not. No, I was saying if I ever started an OnlyFans, because I'm more comfortable with my body than I've ever been, I would never tell you guys. I would never tell you guys, and I would also hide my face. One second, chat, sorry. One second, sorry. We would recognize you anyway. We are like detectives here. Bone structure, muscle mass, maybe posture. We got this covered. Chat? No. Also, I don't even know if I like started an OnlyFans. What would I post? Do I just post like nude photos of myself? Do I do like photo shoots and cosplay, but like my dick's hanging out? What do you even do? As a male's OnlyFans model, what would you even do? I don't fucking know. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass to do. What an interesting topic of conversation. Oh, is there no scaffolding here? Doesn't look like it. Yikes. Cringe. That's kind of cringe. My buddy just show up. The rest kind of worked itself out with paying members requesting. Oh, that's a good point. I guess just like post photos. I'm assuming you obviously have to advertise on places. You can't just be like, oh, I have an OnlyFans, you know? Obviously people advertise it, but you can't just post and expect people to show up. You have to advertise it. I assume that there's also not a huge, like, demand for male OnlyFans models. I feel like that's a very much female-dominated field, which is understandable. I'm not, like, I don't care. But that's definitely, I feel like, more of a female-dominated field than anything else. Let me do this. I assume there's plenty of male models that are successful out there, but I think if you think like OnlyFans and the word model next to each other, you probably think of a woman more often than not, right? Chat? There are a lot of thirsty women out there with money in their pockets. Oh, I'm sure there is, but I'm like I guess what I'm saying is like if you look at the statistics of what the ratio is of successful female OnlyFans models and successful male OnlyFans models, it's probably very heavily skewed towards women that are more successful than men. Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Bop, 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 bop. Okay. Forehead? What about my forehead? I don't think people are going to be trying to jizz to my forehead. Also, I said I'd hide my face, which implies hiding my forehead. Oh, is this... Okay, it's this. IDK, man. People do jizz the feet. I forgot about that for a second. People do jizz the feet. Oh, people would. I don't know if I want to think about that, chat. What a conversation we're having right now. Never thought this is the type of conversation I'd have on a stream. But you know what? It is. Hey, I'm kind of, I was kind of hoping Blue would stop by just to chat with her a bit more. So we could discuss more stuff for the collab. Kind of glad Blue is in chat right now. Can I get up on the top? I can. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, there we go. Uncomfortable thoughts, featuring Jet in his stream chat. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? Want to talk about uncomfortable? I don't know. Maybe? Need we re-big up the Apple shit? What do you mean? Hey, Apple. What a conversation that was. I cannot tell you what my thought process was, but it was there. It was there and it happened, chat. That was a good conversation. That was content. Content and comedy. No, it wasn't there. Any thought process would have stopped at the word apple and apple sex. I feel like there are people that have had worse conversations on Twitch. Surely that's not the worst thing so some of the worst shit you guys have heard. Oh, there is a scaffolding here, by the way. Let's go. How am I? Oh. Okay. It's the most out of pocket? Oh. If you think that's the most out of pocket, you ain't seen anything yet. Or heard anything yet, I guess I should say. You know who we haven't seen in a while is Nordstrom, but I think he's still on his trip or on his way back. At the moment, we can't see you. Yeah, I've thought about turning on my cam, but I think I'm just gonna keep it off for today. And I mean, I'm still gonna do my outro on cam, but I just kind of want to sit down today and chill. Chill in game. Hey, chat, weird question. Do you guys consider your coworkers friends? For those of you that might work jobs. Is this really not gonna let me? Oh, it's gonna just weird placement. Okay. If you do, can we get a Bidoof squish? The only time we throw Bidoof around is like if you know, something weird happens on stream or whatever. It's the only time we do that. I can't do it too frequently because then it loses its appeal. Oh, fuck. That's all the time? Well, you know what I mean. This is a weird chat? No, I would not say this is a weird chat. I've been in weirder chats before where I've like hopped into somebody's stream and it's just downright like, okay, I'm uncomfortable. There's more than I'm pretty sure there's more than 2 people here, honestly. Everybody else is just probably lurking. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, let me do this. So I was going off that. Well, I don't know. I don't look at it, so I try not to bring it up, or I try not to look at stream count because it makes me nervous or and it gives me anxiety and whatnot. Most streamers try not to look at that or care. Kind of just one of those unwritten rule things. You're looking now, aren't you? My bad. No, I don't even have my web browser open. I mean, my web browser's open, but I don't have any of my tabs, and then I can't see it on OBS. Some are good coworkers, but not friends. I've had coworkers who became friends, but at that point, the job has nothing to do with it. We like to hang out anytime after work, on weekends. The job is just a place, brought us together. That's fair. Yeah, a couple of things, I guess, this is just good for, like, any chat, big and small. Bringing up, like, view count or, like, the number of followers a streamer has or, like, the number of subs they have or things like that. It's like the streamer knows more often than not. The streamer knows. The streamer can see it. Bringing it up. I know there's a lot of people that don't mean to do it and, like, they're not trying to do it to be, like, mean, obviously. But it is very much an unwritten rule of not to talk about those things because the streamer knows. The streamer knows. There's no reason to be like, oh, hey, you only have 4 viewers, huh? It's like, yeah, I could probably see that after stream. There's no reason to bring it up now. And I'm not getting on to you, Gumba, by the way, by any means. This is just good information to have. And it's a good topic to talk about. But, like, any size content creator, It can be anxiety riddling. It can also make you just feel like you're not a good content creator if like you have one stream where it's just like you have what you think is a good amount of viewers, but then the next stream you feel like it's, you know, you have lower or whatever, or like you feel like you have less, or you do have less, you know. It can make that streamer just feel bad about their content and themselves. So it's one of those unwritten rules of like, you just don't bring it up. And once again, I'm not getting on the Yaguma, I promise. This is just a topic. It's a good topic to talk about, and I'll get to Fitz's chat here in a minute. But because I've had people before come into stream and be like, oh, you only have 600 followers? It's like, yes, I could see it. What about it? And? Okay, but it's like you only have like 3 viewers. Okay. There are people out there with hundreds of thousands of viewers, and they only have 100 viewers sometimes, or 100,000 followers, and they only have 100 viewers. Who cares? Followers doesn't equate viewership, just like sub count doesn't equate viewership, or viewership doesn't equate follower count. There's plenty of people, there's streamers out there who have 1,000 followers, and sometimes they average 50 viewers. It's different content. It's different content for different folks. I understand my content's not going to appeal to everybody in a given day. I understand that people, it's also a Monday. This is part of the reason why I usually didn't stream on Mondays was because it was a lower viewership day. But every now and then I do stream on a Monday. And typically I would take off Monday. I would be off like Monday, Tuesday, but I would stream Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or I'd take off like Monday, Wednesday, because those were my 2 lower days, and I would stream Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'm still exploring and like, you know, playing around with like the days I want to have off and whatnot. And then obviously it's different because I am employed now. I guess a good example of it is something that happened recently. Somebody came in the chat and it was, I know they didn't mean it like this, but it does come off very rude, and it would come off rude to a lot of streamers. But they came in and be like, you're not at 1,000 followers yet, or you're still at 995. It's like, yeah, I'm a smaller creator. I'm not going to gain followers like the bigger creators, you know? Bigger creators can sometimes gain tens of thousands or hundreds of followers in one stream. I'm not like that. I'm a smaller creator. Everybody starts somewhere, you know? Some of them have decades or a decade worth of time in content creation under their belt. Hi, Ed. How are you? And once again, like I said, Ed, I promise you, just for reassurance, I am not being an ass. It's just a good topic to talk about, especially if you want to go into content creation. It's a good boundary to set with somebody of being like, hey, yeah, you don't got to bring it up. I'm well aware. I could see the numbers. If I really want to see the numbers, I'll look, you know? Oh, we're just talking about like general like manners, like unspoken rules that some people may not know about, like bringing up a streamer's viewer count or follower count or sub count. Also, yeah, we're a PNG boy today. I didn't feel like being on cam. Would I like to have an average of, you know, 50 viewers a stream? Oh, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. But I'm a smaller creator. And I understand my content style is also massively different. And I have a long way to go. Like, yeah, I have almost 1,000 followers, but that doesn't mean I'm going to have 1,000 viewers every stream. I'm happy for the ones that are here. Yeah, everybody starts somewhere. Your favorite bigger streamers all started somewhere. Like, yeah, you look at them now and you're, you know, I look at my favorite streamer now, Ray, and I'm like, man, I wish I had the viewership and even just the following that he did. Just like on YouTube, if I had the amount of people that watch my VODs, even half of that would be amazing. But I know he's been in content creation for probably 15 years. because he started at Achievement Hunter, and he's been streaming for 10 years. He built that up over the course of 10 years. Would I have liked more? Would I have liked to have been able to have as nice of a start, or been, you know, been into it as long as he has? Yeah, of course, but unfortunately life just didn't go that way for me. So that's why I'm trying to do everything I can to essentially kind of catch up now. That's part of the reason why I like posting on TikTok and the YouTube Shorts, and that's why I encourage you guys, you know, hey, go watch the YouTube Shorts, go watch the TikToks, go repost them, go subscribe on YouTube, go, you know, watch the YouTube VODs, or, you know, leave them on in the background. All of that viewership helps. All of it. Even if it's like you go and view the VOD and maybe you only watch 30 minutes of it, that still helps. Once again, Gumbo, I don't know if you're still here. I'm sorry that if, you know, you feel called out, I promise. Once again, not trying to be an ass to you or anything like that. This is just a good topic to talk about. But yeah, any creator will tell you that they look at their own analytics. I look at my own analytics. There's been times that I've been too obsessed with analytics, and I've had to make sure, I've had to control myself and not look at it. I looked at it today. I looked at my analytics for the month of June. I try to check it once a week. Ed, how are you, by the way? Welcome on in. Sorry I didn't, like, really formally say hi. I like these power wash streams because I get to just yap about so many different things. It's a good time. Like, if I... Honestly, I think where I struggle, where I can improve the most is posting content on other platforms. Honestly. Being more active on places like Twitter and Blue Sky and things like that. I think that's where I struggle the most. If I can increase my presence on those platforms and have more of a personality on those platforms, I feel like that would help me a lot, honestly. And then hopefully driving that traffic from TikTok over to here, and from Blue Sky and from Twitter over to here. Because there's not a lot of people who make it streaming just by streaming. Just by going on Twitch and streaming. It's very much a, if you see somebody that makes it, like, that makes it big because they did was just stream, it's an exception to the rule. It's not the rule. It's very rare to see somebody that just blows up just from streaming. And it's usually because they've posted clips or videos or whatever the case may be on other platforms. Because Twitch's discoverability is not great. Anybody can tell you that. They mostly go viral, yeah. And I've had a couple videos do really well. I have 3 different TikToks that have over 200,000 views each. That's really well for me. That's really good. I wish I got more of a following for it, and I wish I knew how to capitalize on it better, but I don't. I'm still learning. But obviously, there are people that do find me funny and see value within my content, that they liked a video or that it managed to got pushed through that much. Yeah. That's why we are here, yeah. I mean, advice for any creator, and once again, I'm not a big creator, so take my advice with a grain of salt, because I'm definitely still learning. But advice for anybody that wants to get in content creation is it's not just turning on stream and doing what I'm doing. It's a lot of back end. Something you guys don't see, because I do appear offline every now and then, because you guys don't know, is I'm testing games. Like, I've been testing the Nuzlocke offline. The crowd control Nuzlocke offline to make sure, you know, it's set up properly and it's gonna work, and you know, this and that. Or like I'll play a game for a few minutes off stream to see if I like it, because then if I do like it, I'll stream it. Or it's loading up a game for a couple minutes. I just
needed you to know.
Oh, I love you as well. Or it's loading up a game for a couple minutes to put the camera in the right spot, which I've been not as great about lately, but it's loading up the game for a few minutes to just play test it and see, you know, where does the camera go, test the audio, which I need to be better about. I used to be really good about it, and then I kind of dropped off that. Editing short form content and posting it and scheduling it and this and that. A lot's trial and error, it is. Yeah, there's a lot of behind the scenes work. You may see a streamer, let's say I stream an average of 5 hours, 5 days a week. That's 25 hours, okay? And you may think, oh, that's a lot. But then you don't see the fact that I do another 20 hour, or we'll say 10 hours worth of editing. Now I'm at 35 hours worth of content creation time. Then it's messaging people about setting up collabs. And let's say I do that for, on average, 3 hours a week. Okay, now I'm at 38 hours. Then it's scheduling and posting videos. And let's say that takes an hour a day. Okay? An hour a day. So that's 7 hours. Now we're at, what? I said we are 38. So now we're at 45 hours. Okay? Then let's say it's, you know, maybe I'm testing new games. And I do that for an hour, average of 2 hours, 4 days out of the week. That's another 8 hours. Good night, J-Lo. Thank you for hanging out. That's another 8 hours. Now we're at 53 hours worth of work. It adds up. Yeah, it adds up very quickly. There is a lot of behind the scenes stuff you guys don't see. That's why whenever I'm like, hey, I appreciate it when you guys go and, you know, watch the YouTube shorts, repost them, like them, favorite them, repost the TikToks, favorite them, comment on them, like them. It's because that all of that little bit of engagement helps push it further along. It helps make those hours, those really long hours that I put into everything, worth it. It makes it so this way this community that I want to build and cultivate grows. So this way I can then keep putting that, so I could do it full time eventually. So this way, like for instance, because my ultimate goal is I'd like to be able to start a merch company to where you guys can buy quality merch. And it's not just stream merch. It's, you know, different designs. There's different, I guess, styles or collections or whatever they call them. That you guys can choose from, and it's not just related to my stream. Or I have a full-time video editor, somebody that I pay that does highlights for the different YouTube VODs, or that does specifically short-form content. So this way that content's being put out more consistently. So you should look into Circuit. That avatar's so cute. Thank you. It was a gift to me. I use it here and there. I don't use it a lot, but when I do use it, a lot of people seem to like it. Cree cut? Oh, sorry. I read that wrong. I have no idea what that is. Please? Hello? Hello? That was weird. Couldn't go up the ladder. It's a printer where you print vinyl that you can stick on the shirts. Yeah, the biggest problem is, one, I have to have the money, and I just don't make that much money right now. And the way I want to do merch is different than most. Like, for instance, I could probably do merch through Stream Elements where I set it up. I send them the design, and then obviously there's a link to it, and you guys can go buy it, and they take a cut. They ship it to you and do all that. But I want it to be my own company. I don't want it to be like, you know, something that I'm partnered with. You know, I want that quality control and whatnot. And I'm not saying that there isn't good quality, but I want to be able to have that direct control, you know? It's maybe like 200. Yeah, I just don't have that extra money. That's the problem. Not yet, at least. I'm working on that bit. Also, back to your comment, Fitz, about the friends and like coworkers thing. I don't think I've ever really considered many coworkers friends. There's been like very, very few. And it's not because I don't like my coworkers or anything like that. It's just because whenever I'm at a job, it's like I'm here to do a job. And I'm here to do it to the best of my ability today. I'm not here to like fart around and like exclusively do this. I want to get this job done and I want to go home because I have other things I want to do. And I want to do it well, you know? But yeah, there's a lot. I like I said, I would love. My dream goal is to make this a full-time thing. It's to have this be enough that I'm able to sustain my quality of life, if not a little more, and be able to grow this and start companies and, you know, have employees and just grow something that can truly make a difference for people's lives. Because I know there's a lot of people that come in here, like J-Lope, for instance, listens to me as they go to sleep. I know there's a small growing community of people that watch the Pokemon Stadium VODs every week, which is wild to me. There's a good number of you that come and watch the stadium streams every Sunday. There's specific people that come specifically for those streams, which is insane. But yeah. I'm also my own biggest critic. I need to get out of the mindset of that I need an exclusive thumbnail or a custom thumbnail, like a hand-drawn thumbnail, in order to do a collab. I just like them better because I feel like it can bring out more of the personality, but I don't have the money for that, unfortunately. And I need to get out of that mindset, at least until I do have the money, the extra spare money. Because what a lot of you guys, I guess I can reveal it now, I don't mind the transparency, is something you guys don't know is any money I make from Twitch, more often than not, goes right back into Twitch. It goes into buying more thumbnails, commissioning more thumbnail art. It goes into commissioning emotes, which I need to check on those, by the way. It goes into buying games that I can play on stream. It goes into buying hardware to make sure my hardware is good, so this way I can stream. It all goes into that. And I'm hoping once I'm more financially stable, that's what I'm able to do again with that stream money. And even my work money is I can take that and just continue to reinvest it more or less. I think if I ever did merch, it'd be a limited thing. Like, I'd turn it on for, like, a week or 2 weeks. And it's like, cool, it's on. You guys can go buy something, like, if I want to do through Stream Elements. You guys can go buy something if you want something. And then I turn it off. Not to, like, you know, be a dick about it, but to make it limited, you know? To make it something that's kind of special for a bit. Because, like, those designs, like those early t-shirt designs or whatever the case may be, they probably wouldn't be brought back. They'd be gone forever. Especially if I got to start my own merch company. It wouldn't be a design I'd ever bring back. It'd be a design that was, you know, the very, very early adopters, the people that have been here kind of since pseudo day one or, like, very early on got to have, you know? We just see where see you are on and we pop in. Yeah. I don't mind talking about this, and you guys can ask me questions. Part of the reason I have the sub count usually, I don't have my camera on at the moment, my sub count on stream and like the follower count is transparency. I like to, it's good for you guys to see where you're at. And then like, for instance, say somebody new to the community pops in and they want to go watch an old VOD, they can see where I was a year or two ago or 3 years ago or whatever the case may be. No, hi Pittsburgh. You ain't no forehead today? Yeah, I didn't want to be on camera. But yeah, this is something a lot of people don't think about is the amount of time that goes into content creation. Too much forehead is bad for chat. Either give 5 subs right now or I turn my camera on. And I zoom and enhance on my forehead. The choice is yours. Imagine if that was an actual thing. You guys could gift subs to turn the webcam off. Turn on the Fugi. There we go. This is almost pretty much entirely clean, honestly. I think we just have, like, this over here. I don't know what else we're possibly missing, but I'm sure we're missing something. Pittsburgh, how are you? Yeah, that's why I will say it again and again and again. If you guys go and like the VODs, go in, like, even if you just pop into the VOD and drop it a like real quick, which I greatly appreciate if you do. If you're in Discord, there's always a link to them every day whenever they get posted. Even just popping in, liking it real quick, dropping a little simple comment, even if it's just like first, all of that helps. All of it. And I greatly appreciate it to any of you that do. Good but tired? Felt, man. I really greatly appreciate it. So I will say it again and again and again. Please, if you want to help me grow, take a couple seconds out of your day. Go like the VODs. Go drop a little comment. I don't expect you to sit there and watch a 3, 4 hour, 7 hour VOD or anything like that all in one sitting. If you want to watch it, cool. If you do, cool. But drop a like on the VODs. Go like the YouTube shorts, even if you just, like, drop a quick like and you don't view the whole thing. If you follow me on TikTok, which I need to be find a way to post, get that to, like, post whenever I post on TikTok. Cool. I appreciate it. Definitely do. But, like, yeah, all of that helps. All of it. This solar canopy trims. That's the frames. That's the frame units. Oh. Oh, it's one of these? Are you fucking shitting me? Oh my god. Which one of these is it? It's this one. There we go. I don't have a thing for socials. You could do, I believe exclamation point YouTube can work. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, I'll have to update that. Lost, if you're here, will you send me a message and remind me to make sure my commands work for my socials? I can put them in chat, or if one of the mods wants to grab them. Gives you Viagra to help you grow. Relax. There is no nut command. Relax. Oh, shit. I'm not good at modern life. I'm definitely a defendant of cave dwellers. No, you're good. I get it. Once again, if you want to help me, cool. That's all I ask is just, you know, those things. Oh, this might be a simple one here. Is doing things like that, like all stuff that takes a few seconds out of your day. And if you do, cool. If you don't, I understand. I'm not going to get mad at anybody that doesn't, because it's like, you know, that doesn't help. It's solely my job to push that type of stuff and to make it and to remind you guys and to push it. Not be annoying about it, but to push it enough to that you guys do it, you know? That is my job. Definitely gonna do that as soon as I learn how to. Yeah. And most of my socials are also in Discord. I'll have to. That's actually a good idea. I don't know if Lost is here or not. Let me see. Did she message me? She didn't. I'll have to try to remind myself after stream to have a full socials thing. He gets real mad and yells. I just laugh. And once again, please, Fitz, don't feel pressured, you know? Doing it does help me, yes. Even one like, one favorite, one comment, all of it helps. All of it. But don't feel pressured. Don't feel like, you know, if you don't do it, I'm going to be mad at you. I'm not. Once again, it's my job to remind you guys of these things. It's my job to push this, to push that type of stuff. So this way, my content does have a further reach. That is my job. By the way, I'm probably not raiding out today, I don't think. We've got about another maybe 15 to like 40 minutes before I decide to wrap up, something like that. I don't know yet. God, I love being able to use this fucking power wash nozzle head. It's so good. It's so fucking good. Makes these levels bearable. But yeah, I do appreciate it. Like, yeah, do I like whenever you guys tip and gift subs? Yeah. I don't know. I can't tell you one streamer that doesn't like that. I really can't. Even streamers that are very humble and like are like, hey, you don't have to do that. They appreciate it. They like it because it's money. Unfortunately, money makes the world go round and you need money to survive. But there are, right now as a smaller content creator, what helps me infinitely more is liking the videos, commenting, reposting, all of that stuff. Because it helps push it to more people. But that can be gained, yeah. Is spreading the content? Yeah, spreading the content is what any streamer will always ask you for. Any streamer. If any streamer, if you ask any streamer, hey, what can I do most to support you? Spread my content. Spread my content. Share it. Send it to your friends. Send it to your mom. You know, send it to your dad. Views is money? Yeah. Views is money. Engagement is money. Comments is money. Reposting is money. Hi, Gumba. All of that is money. Ooh, thank you.
Toss a coin to your streamer, oh valley of plenty, oh valley of plenty.
Beat picks is money, so is that true. If I were to ever ask you guys for anything in my streaming career, it's your time and your engagement. Those are the top two things. Is your time and your engagement. You guys giving me your time is so valuable, and you guys giving me the engagement is just as valuable. I'm afraid. Yeah, Pittsburgh is something, all right. I'm pretty sure Pittsburgh is just Leaf in disguise. Problem is, time is limited. It is. That's why whenever you guys give me your time, I appreciate it. You guys could be doing literally anything else right now, but you're sitting here nutting in my chat, talking to me about different topics while I play a video game on the internet. Do you know how stupid that sounds? I could not in 1,000 years explain this to my grandparents and why this is appealing and why people like it. Not in 1,000 years. It would take so long for them to finally get it. It sounds weird now when you say it. It does. Imagine, this is, whenever I describe how to do that in 10 seconds, Leaf streams to be me. Describing the job I want, if I were to describe it just plainly, is it's me sitting down alone in my house more often than not, playing video games and saying buck wild shit. If anybody else, if this wasn't a technological age where, like, you understood Twitch, if you said that to anybody, they'd probably have you committed to a mental facility. Honestly. I mean, Jet probably should be. How do you know I haven't been? I hear they're nice. I mean, I guess it depends on the facility. How do you know I'm not wearing grippy socks right now? You don't. But no, when you describe content creation to somebody, especially somebody that doesn't understand the internet, they're probably so confused. And the best way to explain it, the best way to explain why you might like content creation is think of people that watch pro sports. Same thing. It's the same thing. People are dumb, okay? Yeah. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was what? I don't want sports. They aren't interesting unless it's bowling. Yeah, but once again, people that are interested in watching content creators, you could describe to them, why do you like watching content creators? You could describe it to people that watch sports and that aren't into content creators. You could describe it the same way. Think of it the same way that you are into watching live sports. It's the same concept. You are watching people perform in a professional way through a screen for entertainment. Yeah, it's not like a one-to-one, but it's the best probably example that you can come up with, honestly. Why don't you play the game yourself instead of watching it? Why don't you go outside and play football? Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not saying that's the best way to, like, start that conversation, but it's very similar. You watch people do the sport or watch people stream, play the game, because of the entertainment, the personality, because of maybe the competition. It's not similar, but it's identical. Yeah, it's not a one-to-one, but it's probably the closest comparison you can make. Chat, why is it when I play Power Wash, I sound smart, but then I play literally anything else and my brain doesn't work? I play Pokemon Stadium and I forget what math is. Chat, you don't. I'm just gonna go smack all my neighbors and tell them to like the videos or else. There you go. Say, whenever you smack them, say in-game afterwards, it'll get you out of legal trouble, trust. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Talking to a paraplegic. We know you forget math, I do. Oh shit, I already did it. Fuck. Uh-oh. There's a specific part of this I'm missing. There it is. There we go. Just say Jet's forehead made you do it, I guess. It's funny. One second, chat. Sorry. Okay. Oh, this is 60% of the way done. Let's go. Thank you for the hell hydrate. I appreciate it. But yeah, if I were to ask anything of you guys, share the content. Share the content. Share the content. Commenting on the YouTube VODs and the YouTube shorts. The things on the short form content, sharing all that will help me so much, and I'd greatly appreciate it. But once again, there's no pressure to. If you don't want to take the time out of your day, it's your day. I can't be mad at you if you don't. I get it. Reports the content. I honestly can't wait for the stream with Blue. I've been wanting to collab with Blue for a while, and I've followed her for a bit now, so I'm very excited to do that collab. It's gonna be different for sure, because there is a bit of a little bit of a language barrier, not like a huge one, obviously, but I have a feeling it's gonna be a good time. And I'm making a new VTuber friend. I'm collecting them like Infinity Stones. You mean stalked? I don't even remember how I discovered Blue. If I remember correctly, I saw her on Twitter originally, and I read, she's one of the few VTubers I read like her model, or I guess her characters or whatever, the like background. And I was like, this is really interesting and neat, and it's got some some thought into it. And so I followed her. Her boobs. It's not her boobs, believe it or not. It's what attracted you. I mean, Jed is a man of culture, strange culture, but culture nonetheless. Hey, you know what, chat? You didn't scare her off one of the few times she's been in chat. So you know what? I'm proud of you guys. I think that's the first time I've ever said that to you guys, so clip it, ship it. I'm proud of my chat. Guys, we failed at our job. No, that is not a challenge. Do not scare off new streamer friends, please. I've already had before to shut down because I don't know if it was like a newer viewer or what it was, but I raided into somebody and they thought I was dating that somebody, and that somebody had a partner or has a partner, and I had to shut that down, and I like apologized to them, and I was like, no, don't do that. These are technically my coworkers. Please don't do that. I'm still not allowing that. I do remember that. That makes me uncomfortable. We're not doing that ever. That will never be a thing. Ever. Remember, if it makes streamer uncomfortable, it's not good for the community. Yeah, that's something I'm just gonna have to like have boundaries with, of like, hey, don't ever assume I'm dating somebody that I raid. Don't be weird about like in parasocial. That's just like parasocial behavior, you know? Like if I do ever date again and I want to reveal who I'm dating, I will. In time. But don't be weird about it, you know? Even if you're joking, it doesn't come off across as good. I will probably do my own, but a different emo. Well, I will never have that exclusively as a thing in mind. If you ever start streaming and you want to do that, sure, you go for it, Pittsburgh, but I will never have that as a raid message. I feel like it'll make people uncomfortable more often than not. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, there's a few VTubers out there that their boobs are literally bigger than their model. I've seen it before. Yeah, if I ever raid Pittsburgh, I'd appreciate it if you didn't, say something like that. Just because, you guys are... What you guys don't know is you guys are a reflection of me. So that's why whenever I'm like, hey, we don't do that, it's because you're a reflection of me. If you randomly pop in to a streamer's chat and I didn't raid them and you were already there, or maybe you fucking popped in at a different point and you want to say some buck wild shit that I don't allow, but they do, go for it. But remember, you're a reflection of me. Wasn't flagged as sexual content? I mean, it just depends. Twitch has its own issues. By the way, chat, I think we'll finish this up. We'll put this VOD at 3 hours after we're done with this, and then we will wrap up for the day. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Fact, we are kind of your wingman. Kind of. Like, whenever I raid somebody new, I want to make a good impression because I'd like to potentially stream with that person, maybe, you know? I'd like to collab with them. And whenever I raid somebody, my thought process isn't like, oh, this, or that, or like try to gain anything out of them. It's like, I want to potentially collaborate with them and see how a collab would go. Like, I'd love to collab with Abby one day. Abby Zab. I love Abby's content. I love her streams. Her model is amazing whenever it comes to her VTuber model. I'd love to do a soul link with Abby one day, but Abby also lives on the other side of the planet, so that's going to be interesting to set up. I think Abby lives in New Zealand, if I remember correctly. Fucked up wingman that tries to make you fail. True. Soul Link, no, Gumba, please don't joke like that. That's what I mean, is like that type of joke. No, Soul Link as in Pokemon. I understand what you're trying to do, but I remember you're a reflection of me. That could make, like, imagine if Abby was lurking right now and saw that. Soul Link like Pokemon content. Yeah. Well, I understand what you're meaning, but whenever you say it like that, imagine how it would look from that streamer's eyes if they came into chat and they saw something like that. And because that's the first place you went to. That could make them uncomfortable. And then they wouldn't want to collab with me, or they wouldn't want anything to do with me. And I love to collab with Abby because I like Abby's personality and I like Abby's content. A Pokemon Soul Link is where two people play like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Red and Blue, whatever, Emerald, whatever. They play the Pokemon game at the same time, and their Pokemon, it's Nuzlocke rules in a sense, but their Pokemon are linked. So whenever you get one catch per route, and let's say first route, I get a Weedle, Abby gets a Pidgey. Those Pokemon are now linked, so if my Caterpie, Butterfree, Metapod, whatever, ends up fainting later on, then her Pidgey, Pidgeotto, or Pidgeot ends up also fainting, even if it didn't faint in battle. If mine dies, so does hers. In-game. No, guys, please don't assume that. Please do not assume things like that. I understand the jokes you're making, but out of respect for Abby. And just in general. What the fuck part am I missing here? Rear lights. I've never heard the term new data for me. I'd look it up, honestly. Stick cylinder and main body small steps. Oh. Okay. 69 hints later. I only ever knew the other meaning. No, a Soul Link, whenever I'm talking about content, I'm not... You guys will know when I'm saying something sus, by the way. But whenever I'm talking about content, it's not sexual in any way. Just so you guys know. Just to kind of, like, draw that hard boundary. But no, a Soul Link is just... it's like a different spin on a Nuzlocke, in a sense. but it's co-op. Yeah, it's a type of content I would love to do one day. The Pokemon Soul Link. Oh, we've only got about another 15 minutes, and then I'm at time. So, paintball area. We'll do the paintball area. I only play Pokemon solo because I have no friends. Never got a chance to learn it. I'd look it up. It's not something I got too familiarized with up until about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. So, it's something that's relatively new to me as well. Oops. Hard boundary? Yeah, you get a boundary for me, just so you guys know. And once again, this is something I would time out or ban people for, is if you guys consistently make jokes or like do the parasocial thing of like, oh, he wants you, this, and that. It's like, don't do that, please. Don't do that. Like, yeah, you're gonna probably, there will probably be moments on stream where like maybe flirty or like me and whoever I'm streaming with maybe like make sus comments towards each other or whatever, but it's for content. It's for content. And as any streamer's community or any streamer will tell you, because there are plenty of content creators that do that out there, don't be weird and parasocial about it. Don't assume that those two content creators are dating. Assume they're just making content. That's it. Like when me and Koala were making sus comments towards each other, you guys aren't going to assume we're dating. You know, don't ever assume two content creators are dating. If two content creators are dating, they will either tell you or they won't. And once again, it is their business. It is nobody else's business but theirs. So as a hard rule for most content creators, there are some content creators out there that don't care, but as a hard rule, most content creators, and you can take this to any community, don't assume two content creators are dating. Don't make weird comments about it. Don't try to play wingman. Don't bug a streamer about it and be like, hey, are you dating or this or that? Don't do that. It's weird. It's parasocial. It'll make both the content creators uncomfortable. And like, say one of the content creators is married or has a partner, then you're going to cause issues in a relationship that has nothing to do with you. Don't do that. There's been bigger streamers that have had that issue before where, if I remember correctly, the streamer specifically is Sayu, where he streams a lot with Amelie. I think that's the name she goes by now. People, there was something they had to nip in the bud of like a certain group was like assuming they were dating whenever he's actively married to another content creator, and they had to both come out and be like, hey, stop. It's fucking weird and it's uncomfortable. We're just friends. We just play games together with each other a lot. Don't be weird. I thought y'all were, JK. Yeah. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, if you hear the content creators making sus comments towards each other, just don't assume they're dating. Don't assume anybody's dating unless they specifically tell you. And once again, I'm not trying to be an ass to you guys. I guess I'm just kind of educating you guys because it's good stream community etiquette. It's good community etiquette is what it is. Like, that's just, it's weird and it's parasocial. If I will let you guys know if I ever want to tell you if I'm dating again or if I'm dating somebody and I'm comfortable with telling you guys, I will. I'll tell you. I got nothing to hide. But I will tell you. You won't hear it from anybody's mouth but my own or my potential partner. That's it. I will tell you guys. So don't be weird. When you're watching content creators, just assume they're making content. That's what they're there for. Just assume they're making content. Never assume anything else. Because it makes you look weird, honestly. Jet date with chat stream win? 5,000 subs. And I'll blind date every single one of you. You guys get 10 minutes each. Makes sense. We wouldn't want to make you look bad in any way because we want our streamers' best interest most of all because we're here because we like you and want the best. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same thing like if you're working and you see two coworkers work together all the time. You're probably not going to assume they're dating. You're just going to assume they work well together. Or they're scheduled at the same time. Are there instances that those two coworkers are dating? Yes, but it's not all the time. And it's best to just not assume because guess what? It's none of your business. If I start dating when I bring my partner on stream, if they're comfortable with it, yeah. I'd also do streams with my partner. If my partner wanted to take up streaming and they wanted to do co-op stuff, 100%. It wouldn't be the only type of content that I do. Obviously, I think my bread and butter, and I think you guys can agree with me, is solo content. Where it's just me yapping and making dumb jokes. What about for all of us at once? I'd rather fucking get electrocuted. Left hands. Sorry. Shut up, Pittsburgh. I'll have lost ban you. Yeah, so just as a rule of thumb, anytime I stream with anybody, just assume we're just collaborating. And that's with any community and with any streamer. Unless they explicitly say that is their partner, just assume they're playing games with a friend. Not with a nut. Relax. More often than not, a streamer will let you know if they're dating somebody. And if they don't, guess what? Who cares? It's not your business. On Pokemon Stadium, yeah. I think Lost, I was on a phone call with Lost earlier. Lost is out with a friend right now. And Ghoulies like getting ready to feed hobbits or some shit. I don't fucking remember. In game, yeah.
No.
No. All right, chat. We've got about 10 minutes left, so I'm going to get as much of this level done as I can. And then we'll wrap up. I'll put this at 3 hours. Because I am going to go do dishes. I'm going to go edit. I'm going to schedule some videos. I'm going to reach out to some potential people for Peak. And so on. And we go play paintball, I would shoot that idea more often than not, honestly. The only time I would ever do something like that is if I was going to a convention and I'm like, hey, I'm going to this convention. I'm gonna rent out this like paintball center. Here's the max capacity. It's first come, first serve. You guys can come play paintball with me. But I would never fly you guys to me, or I never fly to a location like that. It's just safety. Have you ever reached the peak and peak? No, my first run I got close. Very close. But I've only played the game once, and that was solo. What about TwitchCon? I'd go to TwitchCon. I actually, once I have the money in my financial situation's a little bit more stable, I'd love to go to TwitchCon because I'd love to network and like experience the convention at least once. Also, you guys don't understand how content brained I am. Even at work, in the shower, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll wake up and I'll write down content ideas. You guys don't understand how much I love content creation and streaming and how much I want this to work. I just picture you writing down an idea down on a Starbucks coffee cup. Probably if I ever had one beside my bedside. I'm actually really good about not having dishes in my like bedroom and stuff. It's not like a pet peeve of mine, but it's a pet peeve to see like dishes and shit laying around. So like even if I have like a coffee cup in my room because maybe I made a cup of coffee and I brought it to my bedroom, I make sure to try to take it out as quickly as I can because I hate it just sitting there, even if it's empty. Oh, like at work? Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever done that. Typically, the things I write on like the food bags or like a cup is pretty simple. It's just like a smiley face. Sometimes I'll just sign the cup just cuz. I'll just like sign my signature because I have an ego, but that's about it. Because ego, he admits, chat? Yeah. I mean, everybody has an ego. I personally think my signature looks really good, honestly. Which you'll know because you wanted me to sign that Bidoof card, right? Which, by the way, I did look through more cards earlier today, and I still haven't fucking found it. It doesn't have to be to Bidoof. I was fine with the other ones. You wanted a Bidoof? I'll find a Bidoof. I'm sure I have one. It's just a matter of finding it. I do need to have Lost add that emote to Discord, and then I need to add it to try to add it to Twitch because I do like the emote. It's a good idea for one. Chat, we're at about time, which I think I might be able to complete this building that I'm working on, and I might do a little bit of the fence. Oh, probably the upper part. Okay. It was very simple, not gonna lie. I mean, most emotes are. A lot of my emotes are super simple if you look at them. They're like nothing crazy. My favorite emote, I still think is the nag phone style emote. I love that emote so much. It's good. It's got so many good uses. Yeah, that one. Love that emote. It's really good whenever I say like sus shit. You guys can just like as if you're looking at your phone like what the fuck did he just say? Or just like, it's a good like intro emote, like if you just hop in and obviously you're watching stream on your phone. It's It's got a very a lot of good uses. Me watching Chet in the shower. What a wild chat. Yeah. It's like I said, that one, ever since I got introduced to Nags and I saw that emote, it's been my favorite. I think it's probably my most used emote ever. I love that emote, and I can't explain why. It's just so funny to me, and it's just got such great utility. I also love Nags. I think Booty might have some more. Oh, the twerking emote, as far as like what you guys use the most, is probably number one, honestly. I'm talking about my most used emote, like what I use the most, me personally. Oh, there's a blue team side. All right. Go blue team. Okay. We've got a little less than a minute. Don't tell me you're gonna make me clean the top of that fence. Okay, no. Thank you guys for hanging out, by the way. Really appreciate it. What an interesting day for Power Wash and all the conversations and everything we've talked about. All right. Here's what I'm going to do, chat, is I'm going to get this to 30%, and then we will wrap up. Because then we've got a good portion of this, more or less a third of this level done. There we go. 30%. However, I want to get this corner. Okay, there we go. I always remember Pittsburgh and his forehead talk. All right, chat. Let me raise my desk. YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. No audio issues today, or no craggliness from what I could tell. So that's kind of nice. Maybe I fixed the issue. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I don't know if you guys like these shorter power wash vids, but if you do, you're welcome. If you don't, let me know. Let me hell hydrate. But make sure you guys go subscribe. Really appreciate it when you guys do. I want to try to hit 1,300 subs probably by the end of July. We'll see if we could do that. Yeah. Go check out the other VODs, the Pokemon Stadium VOD. Very good. We had a great time. Go check out the Halo collab with Koala. Had a good time. Gonna have to make sure we schedule Halo 2 soon. And love you, YouTube. As always, good luck. Have fun. Go fast. Eat ass. Bye-bye.